going to sail away later today, and now we're here. Hi there, welcome back to CLIA Currents Live. I'm Mike Faust.
And I'm Heather Wyatt. We're super excited for you all to be here. We are here at the Cruise Forward Summit. And you know what's crazy? This is the first time we've held a Cruise Forward Summit for our executive partners and cruise lines in Miami since 2019 for the North American community. Isn't that crazy?
It's so good to be back. I mean, this is like the perfect timing for it right now too. You know, the cruise industry continues to lead the way, and this is a great time to really come out and tell that story to all the people who are in the cruise industry.
It's reflected because the registration is up. It's real high. I think we're almost at just under 300. I think we have 100 cruise line representatives, which is crazy, from all the different cruise lines, and we have tons of executive partners. It's just going to show you that the industry is ready to rock and roll and get back to business.
I'll tell you what, too. One of my favorite things I've seen so far is just how wide a span the executive partner program really is. It just shows
ports and destinations, supply chain,
hotel accommodations, transport.
Food and bev.
It shows the cruise industry has such a wide reach into communities that may not always be obvious to everybody.
Yeah, and it's an exciting day. It's an exciting day across the board. We have a fantastic facilitator today. His name's James Madison. He's doing a panel session called Your Zone of Genius. And he's basically going to talk to you about like work-life balance, how to be the best you can be at your job. So it's a great personal development session, and he's a life coach. I know I'm going to take a lot out of that session. I'll be taking notes.
I'm really excited about that one, especially after the last 2 years. I think we need some good balance in our lives.
Yeah,
so that'll be a really good one.
Balance would be nice.
And we have some really great speakers too from around the cruise industry today too as well. Kelly Craighead, President and CEO of CLIA, will be kicking us off at the general session, as well as Frank Del Rio from Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings and Josh Weinstein from Carnival Corporation.
Yeah, we have a list of heavy hitters today, so it's going to be a long one, but strap in and get ready because it's going to be fun.
We're going to dive right in now, and we're going to head out and start cruising forward.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hi, I'm here with Carla Guillebeau, and we are at the CLIA Open Business Exchange. Carla, there's so much activity going on in this room. Can you tell everybody what this session is actually about?
Absolutely. This is our informal open business exchange where we have our executive partners meeting with our cruise line members represented here today.
Oh, this is where like the real deals are being made. This is where the business
This is where it starts. This is where it begins.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Mike Faust reporting live here from outside the Metropolitan Ballroom here at the JW Marriott Marquis in Miami for Cruise Forward. It's been a really exciting day here. We've had a ton of great speakers. We're going to take a quick look at a recap of what we heard here today at Cruise Forward. Here at Cruise Forward, nearly 300 attendees joined together to hear the latest and greatest on how the cruise industry is sailing forward. Following a welcome video message from CLIA Chairman Pier Francesco Vago, CLIA President and CEO Kelly Craighead shared an update on the good work CLIA is doing in the areas of sustainability, destination stewardship, and innovation as we sail toward our goal of net zero carbon cruising by 2050. Carnival Corporation's Josh Weinstein and Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings' Frank Del Rio also took to the stage to reiterate the cruise industry's great advances in environmental sustainability, as well as the amazing value proposition a cruise vacation continues to offer. The message of the day: we are resilient, we are stronger together, and we are sailing to a better future. We also heard from special guest James Madison, who offered us a chance to take a look at what drives each of us and how we can use our passion and strengths to become more effective and impactful both in our personal and our work lives. Thanks, Mike. I really enjoyed hearing from James Madison today as well. My favorite insight from him: you'll always smile when giving someone a high five.
So I want to talk a little bit. Right now we're at the CLIA Cruise Forward Summit. This is the first time we've done a North American executive partner program really since 2019 because of all of the incidents in the world. I don't even want to say a pandemic. But so we're back and we're here, and we've just finished our first full day. And so I would just ask you, what's been your favorite thing throughout the day, a highlight, a bright spot, something you learned, one thing that you would say, is your top, or it doesn't have to be one thing, it can be more than that. But what's your key takeaway from the Cruise Forward Summit today?
For my side, I was very interested in the speech from Mr. Del Rio and Josh, because, I'm coming from that sector, from the marine sector, so for me it was very good. It was very interesting, their speeches, because they were talking also about things that as Rina we did with them.
Yep.
So it makes us our pride, us very proud, because when the new CEO of Carnival Corporation mentioned the LNG vessels, and Rina was very deeply involved in this project since the inception, 2013. So we were the very first class society dealing with the LNG at the large scale with these large cruise vessels. So when Josh mentioned that to the panel, he made me very proud about my group, about RINA, because I told
again, as you should
passion again, and willing to do every day better than the day before. So it's
amazing. Well, I just personally want to thank you, and I think all of CLIA wants to thank you, you personally, but also all of RINA for all your support for CLIA over the years. And thank you so much for participating today in the Cruise Forward Summit. So I want to talk a little bit, right now we're at the Cruise Forward Summit in Miami, and this is actually the first time the North American group of executive partners have gathered since 2019, so it's been a while. But having just ended the first full day, can you tell me, is there one or two things that you think was, a bright spot throughout the day?
I really enjoyed
takeaway?
Kelly's keynote speech and the refocusing on what we need as members. I think that's refreshing, and this time to take stock and look at. And I saw the focus and the investment that you've done in your own organisation to better pursue what's for the greater good. So I'm all behind it. #WeAreCruise.
Music to our ears. This is fantastic. Thank you so much. Thanks for all your support.
No, it's my pleasure. I'm proud to be a member.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Heather, that was just so great to hear from so many of our executive partners. They're just such an integral part of the cruise community.
And they're so passionate, right? I mean, that's the piece about it. It's like some of these people that you don't even think as executive partners, they would be part of the cruise industry, and they are passionate, and they are loud about it.
Exactly, and that's that's what we need to move forward. We talked a lot today about cruising forward and where we're heading in 2023, and it's really like the dedication from companies like our executive partners and the cruise lines and everybody who supports this amazing community that's going to keep us cruising forward.
Yeah, it was great, and I would say I truly loved today the two general sessions from the CEOs. We had Frank Del Rio, who's been a CEO, and he's been in the industry for 25 years, and then you have Josh Weinstein that was just announced as CEO in August. So I love the dichotomy between the two of them, but what was fascinating to me was the same energy and enthusiasm from both of them. You can't even tell, so to me it was like, it just shows you the industry and the sort of vivaciousness of it and the energy that, everybody in the industry has.
Exactly, and I think right there to your point, that's the beauty of the cruise industry. I think we can cheers to that.
I think so too. CLIA Currents Live.
From Miami, I'm Mike Faust.
I'm Heather Wyatt. Keep on cruising.
See you later.